Blessed be to the goddess and the great horned one. My name is Jeff Rizos, and my religion that I chose is Wicca. The official name of the religion that I've chosen is Wicca. Wicca comes out of the contemporary paganism, which is a general name for religious movements that attempt to return to earlier nature-based religions, primarily religions associated with early cultures of Europe. Wicca, also known as pagan witchcraft, was developed in England during the first half of the 20th century and was introduced to the public in 1954 by Gerald Gardner, who was a retired British civil servant. Wicca is typically duotheistic, which means they worship two gods, a goddess and a god. Traditionally, the two gods are viewed as the moon goddess and the horn god. These two gods can have the word great before them, describing a deity that contains many other deities within their own nature. Think of the two deities, the god and goddess, as yin and yang, that they balance each other out. Wicca is practiced all over the world and has a very diverse following. Among the many people who practice the religion are Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac and Sully Erna from Godsmack. As far as if it's an old religion or a new religion, it is considered a new old religion. Wicca is a new religion that combines surviving folk traditions and more modern elements. It is based on the Western European pagan rites and rituals that have been performed for centuries before, during, and after the time of Jesus, such as reverence of nature, observance of the cycle of the seasons, celebration of the harvest, and doing magic. Wicca is a living, evolving religion. The people who practice Wicca do so by building a ritual circle, calling the quarters, which are the moon cycles, and calling the gods. The moon cycles consist of full moon, waning moon, dark moon, new moon, waxing moon, and full moon. Adherents or witches at least once a month pay homage to the goddess. These are called ebats. The quarters are north, south, east, and west. Before each ritual, their altar must have certain things on them. Everyone is going to be different, but each altar must have the following: something from each element: water, earth, fire, and wind. Examples of these are water in an earth-worn bowl, feather for wind, candle for fire, and salt or sand for earth. Other items include, but not limited to, a god statue or some other representative of the male symbol, then a goddess symbol, an athame, which is a two-sided knife. Now each side of the knife represents the god and goddess coming together. It is used to cut energy and air. Another item used is a wand, which is just your typical stick. Could be of oak, ash, or willow. And it's used to focus energy and also used to invoke the horn. A goblet, which represents the goddess and the womb. A broom, which is a symbol of the sexual union of the god and goddess. It is used to sweep out energy out of the circle. Incense is also used to represent the air, but a sage stick is burned to dispel negative energy or cleanse the area. A utility knife is used for cutting materials. The most important item is the Book of Shadows, which is a journal that contains spells, practices, chants, and other devotions. Altars are a place for Wiccans to express their faith, do their spiritual work, rituals, and invocations, or just to store their ritual items. A devotional altar is one that is set up permanently in the home or garden. A ritual altar is one that is used only in a particular ritual cycle. The Wiccan belief system is detailed and varies from person to person. Wiccans believe in the cycle of life. You're born, you die, and then you are reborn. They believe in the power of nature and all around them. Code of ethics. Basically, there is nobody to tell them what they have to do. Many Wiccans do follow a principle of ethics called a Wiccan Rede, which states, "And it harm none, do as you will." Think of this as a golden rule: treat others as you would like to be treated. The focus of the Rede is really on your own life and your own choices, not on someone you may or may not want to harm or by your own actions. The Rede is about both ethics and empowerment. There is also the threefold law, which states that whatever you put into the world will come back to you 3 times, good or bad. The threefold law entails the Hinduistic belief of karma. When you put together both the threefold law and the Rede together, and if you are working your true will, and if you are in sync with the universe and the divine, the positive energy you generate ripples out and affects everything around you. For Wiccans, both the moon and the sun are sacred symbols, which the Wiccans' yearly calendar receives its structure from the movements. The contemporary pagan year is a cycle of 8 celebrations. The 8 cycles are the winter solstice, December 21st, Imbolc, which is the February 2nd, spring equinox, March 20th to the 23rd, Beltane, which is May 1st, summer solstice, June 20th to the 23rd, Lammas, August 2nd, autumn equinox, September 20th to the 23rd, and Samhain, October 31st. We ask these things from you, far as above and so below, so mote it be. Now we'll show you pictures of the Wiccan yearly calendar. This is the altar which rituals are practiced. This picture represents the great horned one, which is the male god. This one is the female goddess. And we have a picture of a wand and an amethyst. Professor Ewing, I would just like to thank you for this experience in your class, and I hope to see you next semester.